The Blackwater Heritage State Trail follows the route of an abandoned railroad. The railroad served the logging of pine forest and the sawmills in the area, and the shipbuilding at Baghdad. In the 1940s, the United States Navy added a 4-mile spur to service the Naval Air Station at Whiting Field. In the 1970s, the railroad was abandoned, and in 1989, efforts were made to convert the property to a rails-to-trails park. This is mile mark 0. Just beyond this cul-de-sac over that berm of dirt is an active railroad operated by the Florida Gulf and Atlantic. It runs between Pensacola and the Baldwin Yards just west of Jacksonville. Carries freight. I read somewhere the trail is 8.1 miles long. One of the benefits of this trail arrangement, the way they've set it up, is there are parking places along the trail. So you do not have to do this trail from point to point for the entire 8.1 miles and then turn around and walk all the way back to the beginning. I have not walked all 8.1 miles of this trail at one time. I'll drive my car to one of the trailheads, get out of the car, select a direction, and go that way as far as I can and still make it back to the car. Take a rest or wait a few days, come back to that same trailhead and go in another direction. So I make good use of the trailheads, and I have done the entire trail, but not all at one time. As we are approaching Highway 90, that is Old Highway 90, to the right we'll see a restroom, to the left a parking area. I would say 8 parking places maybe. A ramp from the parking lot up to the trail, and then 2 wooden deck rampways into the restroom area. And lights. So going north, we will cross here on highway. I'll let this bike go. I believe this is a 25-mile-an-hour zone. Now this sign, even though it says there's no motor vehicles, it's 20 miles per hour. I would assume that's for bicyclists and maybe horseback riders. So this trail does allow horseback riding, but no vehicles other than bicycles. I haven't read the state guidelines on electric bikes. This pathway then goes north, eventually gets to Highway 90. We just crossed Old Highway 90, but now we're going to, I guess, the new Highway 90, also known as Carolyn Street. And it's a very busy intersection. Okay, so we are approaching Highway 90, also known as Caroline Street. To the right will be Milton. To the left, and heading westward, in a few miles we'll hit the community of Pace. As we look across the street at the continuation of the trail, it seems rather quiet. However, in the daytime, this can be a very busy place. So we'll turn the camera off for a while before we cross the street and pick up on the other side. We are at the trailhead on Elva Street. It is on State Route 87 and US 90. Along the trail, there are restrooms, water fountains, air pumps, repair stands, benches. Some parts travel through residential areas and across city streets. We are at a trailhead favored by bicyclists at the County Library and Heritage Trail Information Center on Alabama Street in Milton. Here we have parking, restrooms, tables, grills, and a playground. There are stretches through open country fields and through shaded forest. This is the trailhead off Munson Highway. As you can see behind me, there's a nice parking area, a good place to pull in your trailer if you are an equestrian and you wish to unload your horse, go for a ride. This is a good place to park your car and then walk in either direction. Behind me, going that way, eventually you get to the Welcome Center and the public library. And then if you go the other direction, I'll turn the camera around in a moment, you go through the forest and around a bend and to the trail end at 8.1 miles. Turn the camera around here at the Munson Crossroads. The big parking lot is over there. We just came up from the Welcome Center in that direction, and what we're looking at now is the roadway ahead of us, where the path crosses Munson Highway at the stop sign down there, and then curves around through the forest and up to the 8.1 mile mark. So we've come a ways on the trail through the pine forest area. Not too far away from the 8-mile marker in the end. The crossing road up here is Parker Road. The camera is pointed south along the trail. We're arriving at the 8-mile mark, which is near the end. This is the end of the trail for the equestrians. You can still ride a bike and walk and skate beyond this point. There's a restroom over here, and around the corner is the official end of the trail and the connection with the military trail that goes up to the east gate of NAS Whiting Field. We're at the end of the Blackwater Heritage Trail, and right in here somewhere it connects to the Military Heritage Trail, which goes maybe about another mile and a half. Same kind of pavement. However, horses are not allowed, so if you ride, please stop here at this parking lot. We connected with the Military Heritage Trail and headed north towards NAS Whiting Field. I think this is the last bench on that trail. Thank you for watching.